Lovelies, it's Lex, and I'm sure a lot of you watched the Bethesda E3 conference the other day. Definitely, I watched it. I was streaming that night and then decided to stop streaming so that I could watch the conference. Anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. So, you guys know that I don't like multiplayer games.
Fallout 76 is a prequel to all the other games, and it's our biggest one yet. It is 4 times the size of Fallout 4. Set in the hills of West Virginia, you are one of the first to emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
At all, really. So I'm kind of disappointed. Obviously he did say, oh, you can play it single player, brr, brr, brr. But this really seems like a multiplayer game that may have a single player option, but that it's not going to really be single player because you're playing online, so you're constantly going to be playing against other people that you don't know.
This game, it's that each of those characters is a real person. Because yes, Fallout 76 is entirely online.
So, if you like multiplayer, fantastic for you, but if you don't, you're probably kind of pissed off like I am. I'm super irritated that there is probably not going to be an actual single player versus NPCs mode for this game. You're going to be playing against other people that are playing. And while he did say that the servers are going to be small, that doesn't mean that people aren't going to be dicks.
Take your friendly old neighbor Johnny. Rather than coming over to borrow a cup of sugar, he may now be coming over for murder. The time has come to seek out greater means of protection. Nuclear armaments.
First, of course you can play this solo, all right? You'll be who you want, exploring a huge world, doing quests, experiencing a story, and leveling up. We love those things about our games too. It would not have it any other way. But also, like many of you, we have always wanted to see what our style of game could be with multiplayer. Your character isn't tied to one server. As a matter of fact, you'll never even see a server when you play. You'll be in a world with dozens, not hundreds and not thousands of other players. It's the apocalypse. It's not an amusement park, okay? And you'll be able to join your friends whenever you want, and all of your progression goes with you.
I don't play a lot of multiplayer purposely for the reason that I want to enjoy the game that I'm playing. I don't like when you're trying to play a multiplayer game online, and if it is a single player kind of game or whatever, and you're just trying to have a good time and like build up your base or whatever, and then all of a sudden you go into an area and for no reason whatsoever, because the game doesn't dictate that you need to do this, people kill you for your stuff. So, while that is definitely an element of certain games that have an online multiplayer, and that's what you are supposed to do, they're making it so that it seems like it's going to be unbelievably hard to actually play this game by yourself. He even says it's easier to be with a group. Well, I don't want to be with a group. I don't want to play with my friends. I don't want to play online. I want to play Fallout by myself. I'm probably not going to be buying this game. I'm going to wait and see maybe when some like beta footage comes out or whatever and people are able to actually start doing reviews on the game to decide whether or not I'm interested in it. Right now, I'm not interested. Unless there is a way to play on private servers where you're literally by yourself, I don't want it. The idea of the nuclear missile silos, right? While I think that that's a really neat idea, in practice, though, you know that you're going to have people that are purposely just going out to try to get the codes to just bomb random camps for no reason. So when your camp gets bombed, do you get to have it just reload and be fine? Do you have to start all over? Do you lose every single thing that you did? I mean, yeah, they told us some stuff, but they didn't really tell us that much. There was a tiny little bit of gameplay footage that was, you know, probably pre-rendered and whatever. And it's really frustrating when a company that goes on and on and on about being the champion of single player games, and you know, we would never turn our back on our single player people, our solo player people. It really seems like you're just giving them a big old fuck you. Like, yeah, you can play it single player, but you really shouldn't. You should play it in a group. You should play it online. You should play it with all these other people. Well, not everybody that buys your games wants to do that. I would have had no issue if this was a single player game first with a multiplayer aspect. If this was a single player game first with a co-op option. A single player game first with an optional online feature. But it isn't. It's a multiplayer game first with an optional single player that isn't really even single player, because if you play it single player, you're gonna get fucked over by everybody else that's playing. So that's my thoughts on it. You guys will have to let me know what you're thinking about it here. Also, they did talk about new Elder Scrolls, and they never said that that was going to be a single player Elder Scrolls game. So now I'm like, oh dear God, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, we just have to wait and see. It's not coming out to November. Like I said, I'm not buying it right now. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait and see if there's any more information that comes out. I'm sure there will be more information that comes out. Beta testers are going to leak footage, you know, blah, 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 all that good shit. But have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Please let me know what you thought of the conference down in the comments, and I will see everybody.
Had to do it. Had to do it.
But did you really have to do it, though? Did you really have to? I don't think you did.